Good morning, everybody, from the Silver Street Studios.
In
Here is
Houston,
John.
Texas.
This is John and Bogdan. We are located here in downtown, basically Houston, in the Silver Street Studios, and I'm in Studio 111, and John is in Studio 108.
We're neighbors too.
We're good neighbors, and I think Ryan it's a little farther away, but that's okay.
Still inside the loop, we say.
Good morning, everybody, once again, and welcome to our 17th edition of Art Chat. You wanna do some housekeeping, John, before we starting?
You bet. And I just mentioned if you weren't here, that if you're with us on Facebook Live, welcome. We can't see you, we're on Zoom, so we'll be able to check the comments after the show. So I encourage you to leave comments, but please understand if we're not responding, it's because we can't see you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is for sale. Anything you see on the wall behind me, anything in my pocket, everything is for sale. And there's no issue with payment. We can do payment online and we can ship anywhere. So that's not an issue. If you find a piece of art that you love, that's when you should buy it, whether it's my art or someone else's.
Now, when I'm looking at Ryan, I'm getting hungry. I don't know why.
I've got my coffee. That's going to hold me a while.
Yes, I have my coffee too, but I have my breakfast early in the morning. I woke up at 5 o'clock and I go to the gym and etc. etc. So let's see. Let me share the screen very quickly, and I want to feature very quickly the art we are going to present today, and one of them is Ghosts, and it's a kind of a surreal sort of image. It's a composite, and the other one it's a Morning Dew from the Vellum collection, and we're talking about this later on today.
They look really good together, don't they? And I'm doing two of my my little heads, my little portraits. I'm doing Barbara and Sebastian. We'll talk about them in a minute.
Fantastic. So now we want to say a thank you again to everybody that is watching us, that everybody is supporting us, that everybody trusts and collects from us. And what else? Third Saturday, it's in 2 weeks. First Saturday is in 2 weeks, and that is July 3rd. And we want to remind you that both John and I are having our studios open from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock p.m. So if you are around and have nothing else to do, or you want to just have a great evening, stop by. We'll have great conversations reserved for you.
We'll have some snacks. And by the way, if you do have something else planned, you should cancel it and come see us instead.
Yeah. I mean, what else can be important, right, in this world?
No, it's a way for us just to visit with people, build some relationships, and in a very informal environment. No pressure. Stop by if you can. Stay as long as you can, and we just catch up and talk about art. Talk about whatever else you'd like to.
We've been busy, but let's say before we get in busy, actually you can get this busyness feeling if you are following us on any of the social media platforms. I post, for example, on Instagram, everything that happens to me almost every day, as well as in Facebook. Things that you shouldn't know, I do post them. I feel like if you're friend with me, you kind of need to know what's going on with me as well. I don't know about you, John.
I'm a little bit older and haven't really caught on to this idea that you can live completely publicly. So I tend to be a little more reserved, but we're posting like mad and really enjoying it. It's just in order, I think, for artists in particular, the real stumbling block is getting coverage, getting noticed, getting out there. And the more people see you and see what you're doing, the better. if we're bugging you, tell us, we'll cut back on what we send you. But the whole idea of getting out there and putting yourself out there for recognition and for some sort of notice is essential for any creative, I believe.
And it's a tremendous amount of work. So even if it does feel like fun, or even if we bother you somehow, we do a lot of work to put that content out there. So you choose, how was an expression, you pick and choose whatever you like. Anyway, so busy week. Monday, I start my Monday in this warehouse looking for some frames for new pieces of art I put together in the studio. And that was a mistake on John's part, because he left me by myself in this warehouse, and I spent all the budget just on frames. So it is what it is. It's too late now. But
if you don't like our art, we'll sell you frames.
I have the frames. I have the frames now. Yeah. Anyway, so we did some changes on the vlog, the YouTube vlog. You want to talk about this?
Yeah, my vlog has been going now since January. And I think we're on episode 20 now. And I do a weekly vlog, a weekly blog, and a weekly podcast that is also filmed. So it's also a video podcast. And the vlog was always, because of COVID, the whole idea was to go out and interview people and be active. But because of COVID, we really couldn't do that. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of the vlog was just me in the studio with the talking head. And I did a lot of work on those presentations, and I think they were interesting, but they weren't exciting. They were just pretty predictable. Mm-hmm. So now that restrictions are being lifted and we can get out more and do more things, and people are actually open, we started a new format, which is kind of a lifestyle blog where we talk about what it's like to be us, what it's like to be artists. I'm not saying that we represent all artists, but we certainly represent our lives. And so it's just a different format. It's a little bit longer. It's a lot more interactive, and hopefully you'll enjoy them more.
And a lot of actions. And I think it's very important that because a lot of people knows us now, to share with them, kind of everyday life and what happens with us, and what are we facing, because it's not only great and pink and happiness. We do have some other issues, professional ones. What would you do in certain situations? And we hope if you are an artist out there and watching us, to be an inspiration for you too. And if you do have some if you're looking for some answers, please do reach to us anytime. We're happy to help anybody.
The real push of the vlog and blog was to create a platform, a conversation about creative businesses, about creative entrepreneurship. And so this is really based more about the business of art. And then this art chat is more about talking about our art, because we have experienced, and certainly have heard others say, that when you're selling art, what sells many, many pieces is a relationship with the artist and the story of the piece of art. Mm-hmm. And so that's what this forum is really designed more to do, more so than present the business of art.
Exactly. Now, just an update. If you guys are in Houston and looking for some interesting things to do, our exhibition in Silver Steel Studios, The Sum of Us, is still on until August 21st. And I have 2 pieces in this exhibition so far, because the beauty of this particular exhibition is that you can change your art every week if you want. It's called The Sum of Us, and it's a salon style exhibition. Each of the artists get 11 feet of wall,
11
and
feet.
they are able to do whatever they want with it and present it as switch the art as often as they want. And this is your wall.
This is my wall. And I've already changed it because 2 of the pieces have already sold. But the real beauty of this exhibition is the fact that it was not terrifically curated. Everybody has been allowed to do their own thing. And whereas it could look very, very kind of confusing or it doesn't. It's a beautiful show. We've had many people tell us it's the best show we've done. So we're thinking of doing this more often.
And I remember there were some concerns at the beginning. It's like, oh my God, it's going to look so busy, and what are we going to expect? But no, everybody was very professional and they done a fantastic job. And you guys should come over and get a look of this show.
It's up all summer. There is a huge import to curating a show. And I think the fear was that a non-curated show would just lack and somehow diminish the experience. But I think because we have such good artists here in the building, that everybody rose to the occasion. It's a wonderful show, and I think you'll enjoy it.
Let's see what's next. I want to keep saying that my photograph as is has been selected for the 2021 architecture show in New York by New York Center for Photographic Art. And the picture is also on display in my studio. My studio is 111 in Silver Street Studios. And it's a very limited edition, highly, how do you call that, collectible. And come over anytime. I'm here Monday through Saturday, sometimes Sunday. But anyway, you find me here from Monday to Friday from 10 o'clock in the morning all the way till 5 in the afternoon. But you can email me, you can get in touch with me if you want a private show as well.
And Bogdan, these photographs look fabulous on the screen, but when you get in front of them and they're larger and they're framed well, it's really a different experience. They're stunning. The colors are just amazing.
And they are beautiful. This particular series is beautiful, printed on a large scale, because you get to see all the details. It's like you are there. It's it's like you own this piece of environment.
Right, you're standing in the room. Yeah,
you get lost in. You have your own little world there.
Bogdan, we haven't mentioned in a while that those pictures are of a abandoned spa.
That's right.
The 19th century spa in Romania. That's what we're looking at, the ruins of it.
Anyway, as you probably remember from the previous edition, I keep mentioning that this year, 2021, I've been invited as a guest artist at the Festival de Fotografía Artística in Tucumán, Argentina. And the festival is going to take place from August to September. And the theme of the festival was Sueño o Realidad. And Synopsis made the cut. They just proposed to me if I have anything that I can submit. And guess what? I have it. I have everything they wanted. So, but I want to mention that the whole series is now printed and on display in my studio here in 111 Silver Street Studios. And it's several pieces have sold, but there's still others available. And if you guys want to take a look of what I have in here and collect anything, please do come over and visit me. Also, the whole portfolio of this series is on my website, bogdanphotoart.com. You can take a look there as well. So anyway,
now, these are very limited series, right?
Yes, they are very limited, and when they're gone, they're gone. They can't be printed. And actually, I have two of them printed on a larger scale, 24 by 24. Let's see if I have it here. This one, Drift, the yellow one, and the left top one, Cognition is called. Those are printed on plexiglass and UV plexiglass, which means you can't see any reflection back. So they look beautiful, and they are floating on the wall. There's not just, there's like 2-inch gap in between the wall and the artwork, and it looks fabulous.
Yeah, truly beautiful.
I'm keep working on new pieces, and I think those more sculptural sort of photography. And let me share with you something. I have here a completed work. I think I show you progressively things, but now this is a complete and framed artwork. And it's
hard to tell that it's 3D.
Yes, it's, you can, everything is added on, there's like 3/4 of an inch distance from each other. So anyway, yeah, it's available for purchase, just saying that, and it's ready on my wall in the studio. Well, let's see, let me switch the screen back to the presentation and see what else do I have, because I've done a lot. So see, this is the new one I'm working on. It's incompleted, but it's this idea of roughness, of falling architecture, and it's almost there, but it's not completed. There's something missing, but by next Thursday, I'll have it ready for sure. Let's see. Panca Amarga, it's time, it's your turn.
Panca Amarga, my love. I have been working a little else, as you have probably heard me say. So things are really wrapping up now. We've got the show starting on the 1st of July, which means that I am going to be hanging as of this weekend in the first part of the week. Invitations, paper invitations are out. I'm now working my way through email invitations. If for some reason, some strange reason, I don't reach you, you're invited. Please come.
Hold on. Let me see. What are you showing us? Because I can't see you very well. Can you show us again? Aha. Beautiful.
There's your invitation if you haven't gotten one yet. So yeah, we are open to the public. I've got the show is open from the 1st to the 27th. And the studio's gallery space is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. So you're always welcome to stop by. If you'd like a VIP tour, give me a call. I'd love to show the collection to you and have a discussion with you about them. Tell you anything you'd like to hear. The art is, I think, the best I've done. I think it's lovely. It comes from the heart. The whole theory of this is to create a legacy series that will span my entire artistic career. So I'll be doing work, 20 paintings every 5 years for 20 years until I'm 80 years old. It's 100 paintings, and they're going to be very collectible because they're in a series. This set of 20, the first set, I'm calling the Path of Accumulation. Panca Amarga, it means the 5 paths. And so the first path is the path of accumulation. And in that is the teaching, a Buddhist teaching that says, when you come to that first path, you bring with you all of your experiences, all of your past lives, all of your accomplishments, all of your failures. You bring all that stuff to where you are now. And I thought that was a fitting metaphor for what I'm doing with this particular iteration of the series. And so you will see a lot of busyness in these works, a lot of lettering, a lot of hidden things underneath, representing all of those things that I have done in my life up until this point. So I'm excited. The works are, the last of them are coming from the framer on Friday, tomorrow, and I will be able to get them up. Pre-sales pretty much start on Saturday when I get the paintings up. If you would like to come and take a look at them, please get in touch with me. I'll be happy to make special arrangements. But you're also welcome to come to the reception on July the 9th. And that's from 6 to 8 p.m. here at Silver Street Studios in Houston.
Now,
got lovely catering. We're trying to get a signature drink, the Punka Margarita. So hopefully that'll work out. I haven't talked to the mixologist yet, but a lovely evening. It is going to be simulcast on Zoom and Facebook Live, kind of like we're doing now. And so that there will be a chance to participate in the evening and even bid and buy paintings remotely if you're not in Houston.
but John, I think for all the collectors of this series, you have a little gift, right?
Oh, I have a couple of gifts. Everyone will get their, obviously, a certificate of authenticity, and then they will each get a little lapel pin that marks them as collectors. It says Punka Marga on it, the little engraved pin.
And the signed and limited edition book, right?
Yeah, the actual catalog. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Everybody will get a catalog. And then, you know, you're a collector, and that means you get first dibs in 5 years when the next series is ready.
Fabulous. So it's now 11:24, and I think we should switch
Probably
to
get started, right?
Yes, to the feature art.
Oh, that's the reason we're here. Oh, okay.
That's the reason we're here. And my very first one, it's an early work, and it's called Ghosts. You know, my love for architecture and crumbling walls. So this image is actually an early image, how do I call this? A decayed early image of the same bats in Herculane, Romania. And at some point, you know, I wanted to create a kind of a surreal composite sort of image where I can show both the outside and the inside. So what I've done is I just duplicate basically the outside walls, and I combine them with the main entrance of the hallway, and I just it opens up so many how do you call that, visions, right? How many expand the room in a way.
And that's really, this is the first time you started doing that, I believe. This is the first one.
You know,
and
actually,
it really kind of gave birth to a whole new direction you're
exactly.
going.
And this has been the first image in this kind of composite architectural decay. And I believe I put this one on Instagram, and then is when these guys in Romania got in touch with me, and they invited me, you know, back to Herculane to rephotograph the whole thing.
To do the whole series. Excellent.
And, you know, they are, again, available in my studio in 111 here in Silver Street Studios. Or if you guys would like to collect one, we can ship it to you anywhere in this world. And the second piece I have for you, it's a newer one. I think I've done this at the end of 2020. I want to try some other things. And this is how the Vellum collection actually was born. And this is called Morning Dew. And, you know, you have seen probably, if you watch these art charts, you probably have seen other images similar with these ones. And the way I did it is, you know, I had a multicolor reflected rainbow card on the back of the flower. And in the front of the flower, I have a piece of a frosted glass where I sprayed some glycerin mixed with water, because if you just try to to spray water, it won't stay. So you're gonna have to thicken that liquid to stay a little longer.
It won't dry up as fast. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially here in Houston, if you are in a hot place, it will disappear in no time. But anyway, so this is what I have for today. But before we go any further, let me. Can you see me now?
Yeah.
All right. I have it here. This is the ghosts picture. It's it's a statement, and then I have here morning dew. It's all.
The frame really brings that out.
Yes, it's golden frame, and it's deep frame, very contemporary,
Lovely.
modern and simple, but yet gold, if you can put that together. And then yes, it's ready to go. It's $275. It's not even a huge price for this one, and they are limited editions as well, so
Right.
it ain't gonna be more than 20. John, I think it's your turn to talk about your artwork before.
My folks.
Let's see. Where is your?
I think I'm trying to create a family portraits of family members that I'd rather have than my own. Sorry if any of my family is watching. That didn't mean that. This is, I did these. I started this series back when I was. I did a exercise called the 100-Day Project, where you do a different piece of art every single day for 100 days. And after about a week of doing abstracts, I started just doing heads, and I went crazy. Barbara is one of those. Barbara is done on a piece of kind of vintage paper from an old Latin textbook. I decided at some point in my life, when I was in my 20s, I said I was going to learn Latin. And I gave that up. I'm 61 now, and I'm not going to learn Latin. So I didn't feel so bad about tearing up the book. But Barbara is one of those that really just kind of has a personality that comes through. She's like no age, and she could be from the 50s, or she could just be from a small town in Texas, who knows? But she's got this real personality that I find very, very intriguing. And I think that's why I keep doing these. I've got Barbara framed here, and she
fabulous. Yeah.
She looks great. I just love her. She's very enigmatic. And so I was in I'm in a residency program through Mexico called Proyectos de Residencia. I probably mentioned to you before. And the director, Michael Swank, was saying, you've got these heads and you've got these kind of abstracts going on. Why don't you mix them together? And I thought, well, that's a great idea. You want to pull up Sebastian?
Yes.
And so Sebastian was my first effort at doing that. So I took all the kind of stuff that I do as an abstract painter, very splash painting and lines and lots of layers, and I threw Sebastian in the middle of it all. So I thought this was a really, it's kind of haunting, and yet it gets quite a lot of attention. He's basically gold. So he looks tan, but he's really in the light, kind of shimmery gold. I just really find him intriguing as well. And I really liked the process of mixing the two techniques to see what comes up. And I've done others that are kind of less busy and things like that. But Sebastian was the first of those attempts.
For some,
here.
let me switch so I can see the picture.
Sure.
For some reason, I every time I look at this one, I see a football player. I don't know why, because everything is in motion, and because of that V-neck T-shirt he is wearing, I was like, and this splashing and movements, I always remind me like a running for a ball or something.
Oh, interesting. I see that particular shirt makes him look like a Vulcan, and I think he's been on Star Trek. But that's just me. That was not my intention. So Sebastian gets around. He plays football in space.
Well, thank you guys for watching us today. It's 11:30, and I know you're busy. I know you have a life for your own, and
Not just about us. Oh, well.
it's not about us, but we want to thank you for being here with us, and keep watching us on social media, and we'll see you again next Thursday.
See ya. Have a great week.
Bye, guys.